You could stir it with a stick in our friendly, peaceful town, till an evil whisper blew in like the wind that made the man in the moon to frown. It slithered in someone's back door and through the telephone lines, but when it reached the church house steps, a chill went down my spine. Look out for the monster tongue. It preys on the old and the young. It's set on fire of hell. When it strikes, no one can tell. It can be right behind your back to launch a sudden sneak attack. Something wicked this way comes, attack of the monster tongue.
Hello, Mary.
Hi, Haley. How are you?
Fine, fine. How have you been?
Besides the usual pain, I've been doing all right.
Speaking of which, how's your husband?
Lazier than ever. I couldn't even get him to come to town with me to pick up some necessities. I had to get my Dr. Pepper myself.
Oh, that's awful. Speaking of which, guess who I saw that was walking past the liquor lounge?
Who?
Pastor Rick.
No.
Yes. What do you suppose he's doing on that part of town?
Well, that's a good question, but what were you doing there?
I was just passing by. But shouldn't the pastor flee from the appearance of evil? But when he saw me, he walked across the street and walked on the other side.
That's suspicious. Well, I better get going. Bye.
Toodaloo.
Hello? Elizabeth? Mary here. Just to let you know, this is not gossip. It's a prayer request. Pray for our pastor. I have it on very good authority that he's been seen coming out of the downtown liquor lounge.
Really? That's very interesting. I wonder what he was doing down there, but I bet he wasn't preaching. We'll get a prayer chain started immediately. Kyle, we have a situation that concerns the church.
What's up? Did Ricky leave Amy to do Sunday school by herself again?
Bigger than that. That happens every payday.
Did Becky's boys put catfish in the baptismal again?
Even fishier than that.
Well, don't keep me guessing, man. Spit it out.
Our pastor was just seen at the downtown liquor lounge, sitting at a table with a strange woman.
I don't believe it. And he seemed so good, this one did. It seems like we just can't keep a pastor.
I know. Fast as we get him, we hear something like this. History must have Alzheimer's, because it keeps repeating itself. Don't you repeat any of this. You didn't hear it from me.
Hey, Tom, I'm not supposed to repeat any of this, so I'm only going to say it once. Our pastor is an alcoholic, and he's cheating on his wife.
I'm glad you came over here so quickly, Sarah. Would you like some tea?
Yes, thank you. I appreciate you taking me to your conference about this evening.
Well, I feel as a church secretary, you should be aware of all these things.
But is it really true that Pastor Rick is a boozing, cocaine addict, wife-beating, communist, and keeping
Even worse, he's addicted to Duramax. Excuse me, dearie. My phone has been ringing off the hook if people need to know what is going on. Hello?
Hello, Haley. Gertrude here. Have I got a juicy tidbit for you?
Lay it on me, sister.
Well, you know that vicious rumor about Pastor Rick? Turns out he was on that side of town visiting that new family that's been coming to church. But the best part is, he found out who started it, and he's going to confront them now as we speak.
Really?
You wouldn't happen to know who it is, would you?
Well, no. Don't answer that!
Yeah, that tongue had a sharp and deadly edge, and it spread some vicious lies. But we used the two-edged sword of the Spirit to cut it down to size. When it saw us filled with truth and love, its monstrous heart turned chicken. That day we used the word of God to give that tongue a licking.
Hi, I'm Pastor Rick. It happened to me. It can happen to you. Is that your phone ringing? What would you do?